Okay, welcome sports fans. Let's see if I got a decent area here. You know, not bad, not horrible. Alright. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. All right, welcome to the first game of the tournament here. For the second year in a row, we are taking on Providence, not a junior Gold A team. I believe it's their high school team. We played them last year, I believe. Same game. I think we played them. Yeah, I think so. And I think we came back. Ask her. Oh, yeah. Unlike the last time I was at a Wayzata rink, where I was in the tin box, I could not get a signal, and we won that game 3-zip shutout, which was a phenomenal game. Luckily, they actually have Wi-Fi that works here, so and let's hope this team comes. Ooh, I do kind of like their jerseys, so we're in the blacks. I kind of like partially oranges. Sorry, folks, no names on the back of the jersey, so that's fine. I'll run through the lineup like I always do. Number 2, Nash Satternowen. Number 3, Alex Cale. I was getting a hold of myself. Eddie Watson. Trying to look, see if he's back out there. Number 4 was injured. Is Eddie on the ice? Yes, he is. Okay, good. 5, Grady Pute. Patrick Speltz. Number 6, Anders English. 7, Caden Thorpe. 8. Number 9, Henry Moen. Mickey Lensmeyer. Number 10. Lucas Runman. 11, Brady Paulson. 12, Emmett Miller. 14, Milo Dungan. 15, Teddy Johnson. 16, Hench, Henry Peterson. 17, Kellen Moline. 18, Beckett Snook. 19, Grady Shufflebine. 20, 33, Max Rasmussen. 35, and sitting between the pipes right now, Alex Nogola. Flyers about to group up. We are actually starting on time, which kind of surprises me, but I suspect we got 2 games tomorrow, one at 1 and I believe 7. First, right during the Seahawks game, much to my chagrin. I'm a Vikings fan, but I'm also a Seahawks fan. It's good to have 2 teams, especially when the Vikings is one of them. Let me just double check. Yeah, 1:15 tomorrow. And 7. What's up? Back here, I believe, for both. Pick and Pick. Pick, also known as Plymouth Ice Garden. Boy, we've had really good refs lately. God, that's not a jinx. At least I hope it's not. As I recall, we had a nice comeback win against these guys last year. I want to say we were down 5-3 or 3-1 or something, and I was going to look it up, but they're not in our division because they're not junior Gold A, but pretty sure if I asked coaches, they would remember. So we got all 4 coaches on the bench, looking dapper, flashing flyers. 3 of the 4 anyway. All right. The business part is about to begin as we drop the puck. I guess I got as much of the ice as I can get. I'm kind of behind this little table and bar, but not like a bar where they serve beer. All right, let's hope. Okay, guys, let's have a clean hockey game. No fights. All right, running on the draw. Quick flurry. Milo dumps it quickly in and chases. And nice little dump pass in front of the crease, but no one but Green in front of that one as Providence now dumps it in. End boards. Celtics, I guess they're known as. Bouncing puck. Uh-oh. That's dangerous. Gola tried to go down, did. Thankfully, we interfered enough. They hit the point. That was deflected. That was down for Caden Thorpe as he chips it out to, oops, I was going to say to Kellen, but the Celtics got it first. Another turnover. Shot saved by Gola. That bounced far enough away from the outreach stick of an attacker as now Killian is skating with the puck with speed. Deeks 1, Deeks 2, he's got a shot. That was off the glove. Milo bats that down, gets a shot, and then he hits the point. But that off of Paulson was picked up. And there's a nice little job by Hench down there. Or no, that was Kellen, sorry. To push that puck out of the zone and control it as Anders is probably going to skate or dump. He takes the dump. Get a couple fresh flyers. We have the far bench, so it's a longer skate on the offensive change as this kid with a questionable jersey with no Celtics on it. Keep an eye on 13. Is he a ringer? We will find out. Or if we got the jersey or who knows. As that puck is stopped behind the net by Gola as that is rammed up the boards by Gola, but dumped in again by the Celtics. Centering pass blocked by Gola and then shot across the crease, but luckily no one in green there. Anders gets that to center ice, picked off by Point. Ooh, that! I swear that went over. Look at the replay. They keep the offensive forecheck. Centering pass deflected off of Paulson skates. Good lane blockage there. As Phelps trying to put some pressure on, gets a stick on it. Should be a zone exit as Alex Cato does that. It was kicked over, but they still had a guy in green. Let's see where they take this one. Maybe intentional offsides. It's their discretion. Oh, and there's a hook. Oops, I guess I was paying too much attention. So the men in black will go on the power play here. Offensive draw. Definitely offensive draw for us now with a man advantage. Quick clear right off the draw. Back to Gola. They'll give that to Cadle. He's got Kellen looking. He's got his buddy Milo. There's a quick shot right in the midsection. And that is gobbled up by the Celtics goaltender. Shots on goal. Looks like 2-1 here. I'll track down the official scorekeeper and shot keeper of the Junior Gold Day Flyers, Tom Snook. As Runny wins the faceoff, gets it back. Cadle, quick shot off the shinny. That's going to be trouble. It's going to be a race. And nice job is Cadle and Moline backing up. Gola, nice job getting in front of that shot. As a little scary deflection off. Their shin pad leads to an odd man rush, but nicely defended by the defenseman and Alex Gola. As now we try and set up our power play, see if we can hit the point. Ooh, nice job by them tying up Milo, and that chips into, I think, the Providence bench. I see Milo's hands in the air. He felt he was maybe interfered with, which I wouldn't necessarily disagree with. And we get some fresh legs here. Just a little over a minute left in this power play advantage. Not much in terms of the attack yet with this one-man advantage, but we got Speltz out there with Hench and Emmett. And now we get the circle, square, rectangle, whatever you want to call it. And Anders, oh, look at that! Anders with a shot high. Hench, great tip out of the air below the shoulders. And that's a goal exactly halfway through that power play. So Hench with a nice tip off that blue line shot by Kellen Moline puts the Flyers. I thought that was Kellen. I don't see him on the ice. And yeah, quick goal by the Flyers here. Just 3 minutes and change into this first period. Good hustle. Nash Satterdahl now with the puck on his stick. Nice early pressure by the Flyers, taking advantage of that power play as the Celtics flick it into the neutral zone. Just eludes Nash's stick. Glad to see he's okay. He got pretty nasty game misconduct penalty against him, which he drew. A little too much stick handling at the blue there. Hench got a little early as Emmett was dancing at the blue. But, yeah, Nash, bad, scary collision, trip, boarding, I think they called it, into the boards our last game. So good to see him out there. That kid get a game misconduct and a 2-10, which he deserved. Even though I'm sure, there's a bouncy puck. Those are a little trouble for goaltenders sometimes. We had one bounce about 6 feet in the air and going to the back of the net this year, so that is a quick ice. Perhaps Providence still thinks they're on the PK here, because I don't know what is with that ice, but hopefully they continue doing that, and we'll just take it back for some more offensive draws as Emmett is front and center taking this one. Hench, the goal scorer, with that nice tip on his wing, and nice draw there by Emmett. That goes into the corner. Hench with pressure just hops over Henry's stick, and that'll be an offside. Once you take it out of the zone, you still got guys in there. That'll be an offside, and you dump it back in. It's okay. We're still in their section of the ice. Let's see what we can do. Like I said, no intel on this Providence team. As that puck gets deflected off, nice defensive move. And speaking of bouncing pucks, that one deflected. Gathered guy in front. Oh, nice little kick by Nash to himself as he skates it out of the zone, 1-on-4. Fresh Flyers coming. He's got one more attacker down there with Emmett as he battles three guys. Still has control. Another kick to himself. Still has the puck. Dumps it. Nice job by Caden Thorpe. Gets it back to Nash. He's a one-man wrecking crew trying to center it, and the goal. I think the goal came off its mooring, and it did. Yeah, I thought I saw that. That'll get a quick whistle. Once in a while, you got to watch these goalies. Not ours so much. You'll see an occasional shoulder going to that goal when there's some pressure, but the refs, if they're astute enough, they'll figure that out. But Shufflebein win the draw. Thorpe, quick shot, deflected. We got the Benil junior line out there. They all played as sophomores last year. Mickey, Grady, and Eddie. Good to see Eddie back out on there. As Watson and Shufflebein and Lensmeyer put some pressure on, and that goes, I think, too far. And it does, and that'll result in an offensive draw here for the Flyers. Got a little switch of defensive partners. Brady Paulson back there on defense. He plays offense and defense. And that puck is gathered by Providence as they attempt to break it out. Flyers putting pressure on. Near side pass. Collected. There's some trouble, but now Shufflebein's got it. Nice little pass to Mickey. Mickey decides to dump that in and head to the bench. Honors goes low. Centering pass. No one but Green. We had a couple Flyers on the change. And good pressure. Shufflebein breaking it up. Now centering pass, but intercepted by Providence. Back on Shufflebein's stick. He shoots. Ooh, glove save. Nice, tasty rebound. But that was too far for anyone, and that's going to be another ice on Providence. So good pressure there. Boy, it would have been nice if somebody gobbled up that loose puck, because that was just in front of the net of that Shufflebein shot, and no one there to collect it. We might have still been changing. So good offensive pressure, 5-2 on the board. Shots in favor of the Flyers as Anders stumps that, deflected. Cadle chasing, slides on the ice, and there's a nice little move by Providence to deflect that puck out of the air, but handled and zoned out of the ice. Zoned, is that a word? Anders, little flick of the wrist, missed that one just outside the stretched arm of our D. Matt, I don't know if that was a pass or a dump in the zone, but Spelt's nice job blocking that one. There's a mysterious 13 green jersey as Anders one hands the stick move around the Providence defense for an offensive zone touch. Here's the mystery jersey guy, and Gola gets the glove on that one. Loose puck. Gola taps that aside with his stick. Jump, that's out of the zone. Hewitt putting some pressure on. Teddy still has the puck. Shoot it, buddy. Oh, centering pass just broken up at the last minute. Hewitt with a quick shot. Oh, great shot. Unfortunately, a quicker glove from that Providence goalie. He saw it all the way. Nice little exchange down low, feeding Hewitt. Love that action. Like the way we've come out flying. So we'll have 2 periods, and then we'll get the face-off, the Zamboni out. So we'll play 2 straight here, just past the midway mark in the first period, 1-0 for the Flyers. As that bouncing puck is collected by Providence. They've got it at center ice with numbers. And there's a shot, I think Blocker drove that one into the plexiglass off of Alex Gola. And nice pressure there. Nice pressure by Henry Moen. Just making sure that pass doesn't get centered. And you know what? That's where the other D should be. Teddy right there to get that centering pass. Make sure, there was a quick deflection and an even quicker response by Alex Gola to make sure that thing didn't go past him. So nice job by Alex Gola. Picking up that deflection. Oh, a stick goes in the air. And I think they're going to call that a slash. And Teddy, he'll serve 2. I mean, it's... Okay, sometimes you have one hand on the stick and you lift the stick and he loses it. I'll have to see the replay, but that'll put Providence in for an offensive draw. Here with 7 to play. First PK, first power play for the Celtics, Providence, as they set up the power play after winning that draw. Hewitt putting pressure on, blocking lanes. I don't see Beckett snook out there. Actually, nice dump. It's got to be Paulson. Yeah, dumped a kid in front of the net. You're not going to score if you're on your back. So I love it. So point-to-point passes here. Shooting it through traffic. Gets all the way through, but not until it hits Alex's blocker. And he shoves that aside as he's going from pipe to pipe. One of the Providence players jumps behind. Doing everything we can here to just block all those passing lanes. So far, so good. Good poke check by Grady Pewitt near side. That's just enough. Oh, just nice job by them pinching. Oh, there's a shot just again off the stick. Gola, no Gola. Oh, another nice pad save now by Gola. He's on fire. Nice tie-up. And no call on that one. Paulson. Uh-oh, they're screaming. Oh, get that on film. Nice job. No arms in the air. There was a little words exchanged because Paulson got the better end of that one. And you know that Providence kid was not pleased. Oh, there's a cheap hit on Nash. Swallowing their whistles. And it's... I didn't see all of that one, but hopefully Nash is okay on that one. Oh, nice shot by them. Oh, there's Beckett's hook, and he sends that over the ref's head. 26 seconds in this one-man advantage here for Providence. Is number 4 sets up a one-timer, and not sure if that ticked the glove of Alex Gola or not, but there's another one-time shot. He slows it down, and that just dribbles in. Had the initial save, just his forward momentum didn't permit him to go back and glove that second opportunity that dribbled in. So power play goal for each team's here early on. 10 minutes into the first period. That'll tie this affair at 1-1. So both teams taking advantage of that power play. I usually give a lot of rinks grief about not turning on their heaters, but I don't see the red coming out of this heater, but either I'm hot or running hot, or they actually heated up this rink. It's not like the coldest rink in Minnesota, Breck, or actually Friesburger, we call it in Duluth, outside of Duluth. All right, Flyers trying to regroup after Providence gets back in the game with their power play chance. Alex had that first one just dribbled in past the crease. So lucky break for Providence as that exit did not quite make it. Thorpe has got that. Little chip. Oh, where's that going? Okay, another chip back. There's Snook. Caden Thorpe gets pinched up. Shot upside the boards, trying to get Kellen Moline, but that went too far, and Providence now regains his own. But they had a guy that was 10 feet offside, but that should come. I'd almost call that intentional. They can pull that all the way back, the other dot, but whatever. If they show some attempt of being onside, I guess they'll just bring it right outside the blue. Offside in Providence. As they dump it, near side, that wraps around the net. Gets all the way to their winger, who releases a quick shot, but seen all the way and bounced off the stick. Now shots are advantage 9 Providence to 6 Flyers. There has been a recent flurry. Part of that was due to the power play that they had, but we got to regain control here, get more offensive zone time, and hopefully make a couple corrections and get some turnovers, block those shooting lanes, and get a breakout or two, huh? Let's go, guys. Speaking of which, that was a failed breakout. As Runman runs this guy into the boards, Milo trying to one-hand that, but that wasn't enough. And there's a shot blocked by, who was that? Teddy. But then it almost turned into an opportunity. There's a nice block shot by Kellen Moline, but then that also retrieved. Nice pass by Milo Dungan. That's going to spring Kellen Moline. He's got Runman with him. Almost a trip, but not quite. Ooh, it's kind of a high hit in my opinion. Kellen dropped to a knee, and the kid checked him. And, oh boy, it's getting a little frisky now. You got an arm in the air. Uh-oh, Milo's, oh, no way. On Milo? Well, I would have thought I was a kid. Oh, maybe I don't like these roughs. Huh? Roughing? Yeah, how about that hit on Kellen when it was right to the head? All right. I'm not going to name the parents making some comments, but they're making them for me. I agree wholeheartedly. Some Flyers faithful voicing their concerns over some very unscrupulous calls, and that shot barely off the ice goes in. Every goal yet in this game, and scored with the one-man advantage. And that quasi-crappy penalty, I'll just call it a shitty penalty, leads to another goal for Providence. Not sure if Alex saw that one. Looked like a little weird bounce and ended up in the back of the net. Providence now with a 2-1 lead after we get the first quick goal and lead of the game. Now that is reversed, and now we're down 1. Cadle, Pewitt, and Speltz. As Providence, oh, there's a nice hit by Cadle. I was kind of watching that off camera. It's getting a little chippy already. Speltz chasing up to that puck. Circles. Nice little pass, but just picked off. We've had a few turnovers. Speaking of which, here's one. Uh-oh, yeah, that's definitely penalty shot. I was wondering. Well, the way they've been scoring on power plays, I think we'll just take our chances. So, was not in the active motion of shooting, in my opinion. Not sure I agree with that call. But this will be the second penalty shot against the Flyers. It was nice. Brady gave him a nice little nudge at the end just so he knew he was. And regardless, that's the call for a trip penalty shot. 1-on-1. Gola versus number 15 here from Providence. And the Providence guys, as is are, hanging off the side of the bench. Very slow start as he angles in towards Gola. Gola tries to take the angle, but Providence takes quick advantage of that power play that turned into a penalty shot. And 3 for 3 Providence is with their power play conversions. Every one of these points on the board scored either on now a penalty shot or a man advantage. So we got to regain our momentum. Now our 1-goal lead turns into a 2-goal deficit. We got to stay out of the box and keep some inside momentum. Oh, there's a chance. Pewitt just came off his stick. Beckett with another quick shot, and there's another whistle. Oh, God, is this going to get out of hand like the last? Not the last two, but the ones before that. Why is that an OMG? Come to mind. Gee. A lot of pressure, and look, the goal came off for the second time in one period. Suspicious goal release. He's got a big frame. I'm going to have to keep a tighter eye on that one to see if he's actually checking that off, because we had a good scoring opportunity, and either it's just not a bad mooring job. That doesn't do anything if we get it down twice, by the way. Okay, well, he's trying. We'll give him a little effort. So, unfortunate whistle. That's 2 on that goaltender. If it's suspicious, they can call it. Maybe he's just a weak goaltender, and that's one of his strategies, is that puck comes out. Unfortunate deflection out the side of Beckett's skate as he quickly gets that out, trying to do a little exit, and I don't think Cato's going to get there. He doesn't, as they chip it in. Beckett shoots that up the boards, but that was seen, and Spelt's not seeing that puck. That bounces off the chest of Providence. We got a little scrum over there. Well, thank God Cato didn't hit him with the stick. Oh, there's a little dump by Speltz. No arms in the air. And Speltz sidesteps his guys and hits the ice. Caden Thorpe trying to get this puck out of the zone. Chips it to Pewitt. Pewitt chips it. Cato rams through his guy. And Pewitt trying to carry it in. We got to get some offensive zone time here. It's been mostly Providence. As they carry the puck, there's another opportunity. Nice pad save by Alex Goa. It's like a pinball machine down there as that bouncing puck is finally handled at the blue by Providence. Just a minute 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the first period here. We got to get it out of our zone, see if we can get a nice little, oh goodness. We're trying to exit that pass. Just a deflection went right off the tip of Providence. That shot goes wide. Snook and chase. As now Cadle trying to push his guy off the puck. Speltz trying to get control here. As finally Caden solo behind the net. Chips that up to Speltz. Guys, we got to work on this breakout. We're just not in sync like we were for the first 5 minutes. That puck goes all the way up, but controlled again by the blue. Nice block by Cale. Drops the knee. Spurgeon-like. Nice block shot. Prevents them from retaining that zone control. And there's a wobbly puck that ends up behind the net on the tape of Teddy. Teddy to Speltz. Speltz is going to have to do something quick. We just have under time to play here. Shuffle behind skating in. With Lensbart. Shot goes bouncing into the back of the glass, and I'm going to get a sip of water here because I'm losing my voice. Whew, getting choked up there. All right, 3-1. We got to see what coaches have to say about the Flyers. A, quit getting penalties. B, you guys got to work on that breakout. Come on, you guys have been doing this in practice. You guys are getting turnovers. You got to be more methodical with your passes. I'm a lip reader. I'm not a lip reader. I'm making that up, but clearly. That's maybe what I would say, including mine, but I'm not a coach. If I was, I'd be on the other side. I'm just a video guy. Hopefully everyone's having a good Friday night. Of course, another super annoying snow here. Not much accumulation, but just enough to make these roads a little treacherous, but we'll see if the Flyers can come out flying. It's not so much the fair play point, because that does not factor in. That's only a district thing. But it's, keeping our guys 5-on-5 or 5-on-4 because every penalty's cost us a goal. So 5-on-5 we're playing okay, but we got to get a little better zone control and watch those turnovers and odd man rushes. All right, period 2 about to start. Little time delay here as the Providence team is going to give the goalie a tap. If we run out of time, remember that one. There's 45 seconds we'll never see again as the puck is quickly dropped by the referee, who was probably also irritated by that little gesture. Little give and go by Providence. Ooh, through just over the crease, but thankfully no one in green to retrieve that. Milo gets that on his tape after a nice turnover, and he dumps that to lick the ice. Not sure anyone touched that one, and they didn't. So we're going to redo that one, and we're going to take a defensive draw here. Got Milo, Paulson, Kellen Moline, Runman, and Anders. Almost looks like Edina colors here. I say that because that's where my kid played most of his hockey. As that puck took a weird, like a curveball, knuckle puck. Thankfully, Gola saw that all the way, and he shoved that in the corner as Runny, one of the captains, near side, weird bounce. Runman gets it to him. Little tip, Runman. He's got Moline. Runman. Oh, nice shot. Goalie didn't even see it. Went off his. Oh, there's a big hit. And we'll see who that penalty's on as soon as he touches it. Of course, it's on us. So as soon as Anders touches this, that's a cross check on Milo. He did not contest that one. So I'm guessing he's not going to debate that one. Honestly, I was watching the bouncing puck. I didn't. Uh-oh. What? Does he have to apologize? What? Early exit by Milo? What's that? Early escort by Milo to the... I mean, that's the earliest exit I've ever seen. For a cross check? What a joke. I always defend Milo. God. 2-minute penalty, and I don't know. Who knows if he said anything. He did. These guys probably deserved it, but still hate to see us go the rest of the game without Milo. He's our second in points. As, guess what? We're a man short and controlled by Providence. As they set up the power play, that skims just outside the crease. Thankfully, no one in green had any of that. Off a skate of a Providence player, but they couldn't translate that into a shot, but nicely cleared by Snook. So that goes the leg of the ice, and 120 on this power play advantage. Let's hope they don't convert this one as they send a far pass. Caden Thorpe trying to wrap his guy up. He does. Pushes him out. Oh my goodness, that was a nice wraparound, but not sure if that bounced off the pipe. He actually did a pretty good job. There's a little... Oh, now the goal comes off on... Oh, maybe it's the goal itself. I've never seen Alex do that, so... All right. Yeah, that thing's moving around like a ball down there. That thing is not anchored as well. Yeah, let's host a Junior Gold A tournament and just not drill those holes well. Always pisses me off when they don't maintain the rink. But anyway, that gets offensive draw here and quick shot. Oh, almost exit, but nice glove by Providence as they command the blue line and now shoot into the slot. Nice shot block. There's another shot, wimpy shot, and that thing is destroyed. And now there's Henry Moen with a shot just wide of the net. And there's another penalty. This will be on them as Alex Gola is desperately trying to get to the net. There's another one that should be on this kid. That should be two. That should be two. Is he calling two? That should be two. Okay, that should be two because that's bullshit. Load it up! One penalty? That's BS. All right. Maybe these are homers. All right, whatever. Well. Ooh. They gave him a double minor on that one. Okay, I guess it's almost as good. I'll take a double. I'm not gonna. Good thing I didn't yell at him. In essence, gave us 2 because that's a double minor. So it's going to be 4-on-4 here for a little bit until we get. Now I forget who's in the box even. Oh well, somebody's serving the penalty for. Oh, there's a nice little move by Grady Pewitt, alone on the goalie. Oh, nice job. Nice pass save. 4 seconds. I think that's Shufflebine serving for Milo. That puck. Oh, nicely held by Kellen. As Shufflebine goes to the bench. And now we're full strength. In fact, we've got a man advantage. Runny does a behind-the-back pass. Now, able to scoop that is Kellen Moline as he's going to try and beat Providence the puck. Pewitt saves him. Back to Kellen. Back to Cato. Shoots that way over the net. And Providence here with a nice forechecker. A little out of position. Alex was, but that's okay. Oh, bouncing puck, dangerous. Quickly gloved by Alex Gola. Holy Toledo, that scared me. We got a 5-on-4 for the next 2:52 here. So let's see if we can do to them what they've been doing to us. And at least get one on the board here with that double minor on Providence. I'm not going to say it's a real crowded rink here on a Friday night, as you would expect, as Providence, oh jeez, almost hit the ref. That guy's almost lost his manhood on that shot. As Caden Thorpe skates it up, but off the stick of Providence. They're doing a good job. We got to settle down here and do something with this 5-on-4. And there's a nice pass, but just bouncing pass went over the stick of Emmett. And with the power play, we have an icing. I get it. That was just a sauce pass. It just had a little too much air in it. And we couldn't get that back on the ice to settle it down to grab it. So we got to get control, have a nice breakout, get that offensive face-off or offensive zone pressure, set up our power play, and see if we can put it in the back of the net. Okay, that's not what I was imagining. Okay, that is more like it. Speltz, lone man in. Nice little move, nice hockey move. Oh my goodness! No goal, he waves it off because that stupid net came off again. I didn't see if Speltz got that net on the way in, but boy, the replay would be interesting on that one. Okay, folks, remember that. 10:39 in the second. Watch that replay. See if that puck went to the back of the net before that goal came off its mooring. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 dislodgings of the net. Why is that not in their dot? No, but the puck drop should be in their zone. Well, yeah. Did Patrick hit it? Yeah, okay. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, it doesn't matter how that's dislodged, but I wanted that offensive zone face-off, but good scoring chance. Speltz, nice job. Oh, that fortuitous bounce lands on the puck of Patrick. Patrick again with another opportunity. Weaves another guy, trying to find somebody. He's got Emmett who's kicking it to himself, trying to relay it. Oh, just in the skates of Speltz. Didn't have a stick in that area. Good idea. Nash, that just bounced off of Speltz's stick and goes into, just a minute and a half left out of this 4-minute power play, almost 4-minute power play, because we had a guy in the box in the first 30, but now he's just tying it up, which is smart, but the ref should be saying something about that as Pewitt Dumps it. We just got to get it out and get some pressure here. Okay, finally. Okay, Runman with the puck. Pewitt there with him, and that goes straight in the air. No one's seeing that one yet. It's finally said, I'm running with a chance. He just drops it to Cato. Cato skates around the defender, looking for an outlet. Finds it. Kellen with the, great blaster. Wrist shot just went high of the net. That hits off the back wall as that's retrieved by Runman, but nice poke check. Clean attempt. Cato couldn't quite keep that in. And we'll have to check in. It's nice to keep their guys on the ice when we have that power play, because then they get tired of that bouncing puck just through the crease, but off net. As we try and gain another breakout here with 30 seconds left in this man advantage. If the Flyers can do something, Pewitt. Turnover, but picked up by Kellen. Kellen now has it, eludes a couple Providence folks. That guy takes the worst part of that hit as he tries to put a hit on Kellen, and he just lifted him in the boards like a wrestling move. Cato, first of the puck there here with 5 ticks left in this man advantage. They're going to empty their box. Oh my God! Cato, or Goa tried to clear that puck with his stick, and somehow it just went off the crossbar and went in. So unfortunate, unlucky bounce there. Puts the Flyers down 4-1 here. Not quite through the first half of the second period, so definitely have a lot. We got to get a goal here quick. Too bad we couldn't take advantage of that one-man advantage. As continued pressure by Providence, they've got the momentum now. We gotta change something for these Flyers. Just okay. There's a pass. There's Eddie Watson with it. He dumps it and chases. And beyond Shufflebine, and we were not holding the line, so that comes out. And we redump it. We got to get some forecheckers down there. And we got 3, and they send that. Big stretch pass, but too far for Providence. Nice job by Henry Moen breaking that one up. And that puck is collected at neutral ice and dumped. Almost gloved by Teddy. Teddy trying to figure out who's getting that, Henry or as McEwen. There's a little turnover. There's a centering pass just beyond Providence. And Eddie clears it, but then a quick dump back in by Providence. As that near side pass again picked off. Too many turnovers. Just got to skate it in as Teddy does. He wraps around one guy. He loses an edge. That almost hits another ref. Eddie trying to settle that puck down. Puts it, but on net, but deflected. Paulson, nice pinch there. Watson, Shufflebine in front, but just beyond him. There's a shot on goal. Just beyond. That was a deep rebound. No one there beyond the stick of Shufflebine. As Paulson puts a nice hit to thwart that offensive zone attempt as that puck is deflected into the Providence bench, and they'll get a whistle outside the blue. Not sure what that chatter is, but all right, Flyers, let's see if we can get on the board with a little under 7 to play as the referee tries to back the kids out of it. Nice little move by Pewitt as he's tangled up by a couple Providence defenders as they quickly take the zone. Paulson hits his guy, and then he ends up with the puck. Nice play by Brady Paulson. Snook up to Pewitt. Pewitt seeing who he can jump it to. Cadle just couldn't get enough on that stick, on that puck rather. Quick deflection by Paulson. That's shot in by Providence as they gain onside and regroup. There's the mysterious 13 jersey as that puck is rebounded into the corner. Snook putting the body pressure on. See if he can get control of the puck. Centering pass. Controlled by Providence. Quick shot. Just wide of the net. Whew. Snook scooped that right out of the crease. Far pass in Emmett's skates. Just couldn't quite get it. And we got to get a little better. And they were definitely offside. Paulson gives him a little punch. Just so he knows he's out there and he's not afraid to put the body on. And we're going to get a draw just outside the blue on the dot. as we finally get on our side of the ice. Here we go. A little battle ensuing to prevent them from entering, but finally Providence does with speed, and Gola sees that one. Nice blocker right to Speltz. Speltz, nice long pass to Nash. He chips it, but couldn't quite control that bouncing puck, as this bouncing puck is finally collected by Anders English, as he's a lone attacker. He jams this guy into the boards. There's a centering pass, one-timer, just missed by Speltz. It was a good idea. That thing had some movement on it, and there's a shot. Nice save by the blocker of Alex Gola, as Gola had to read whether that guy was going to pass or shoot, and he picked the right choice. And there's a nice little deflection off of Rundman's skate, but quickly gobbled up by Providence. But Rundman somehow ends up with that puck at his, also with a shot deflected by the goaltender's stick into the corner, retrieved by Providence. Nice little kick by Speltz. Speltz with a shot off the body of Providence, as Paulson wraps with a guy in the end boards, and that shot is also blocked. Good job deflecting shots, I would say, on both sides, but and this puck is just bouncing like I've never seen before. And centering pass, once again bouncing, side edge pass, and that went off the goal pipe, I think. We got to clear that thing out of here. We finally do. And that's on Nash. And he's pushed off the puck as Providence gains his own. There's a heavy hit. Oh, there's a 3-on-1, and that thing went wide, thank goodness. Nice block by Speltz, preventing that pass from being centered, and that goes really high. I don't know whose helmet or piece of equipment that hit, and we finally clear it. Desperation. No ice on that one. Okay, good. We're going to get some fresh Flyers. We'll need them with 4 to play, down 4-1, as Providence, that looked maybe a little outside Gola, would rather take the defensive zone draw than see what they could do with that puck that was heading for the end boards. So defensive draw here for the Flyers, as we are definitely needing some goals here to get back in this. It'd be nice to see one in the second period here before we get the resurface. Let's see if the Flyers can work some magic. They've done it before. We came back from this team, like I mentioned earlier. I don't remember what the score was, but that's probably maybe fresh in the mind with some Providence players. So let's see if we can do it again. Nice pass, shot tip, but collected by Providence as they take the zone. And they take a shot. That was deflected off our D. And a chip pass up to Cadle, couldn't quite make it to him. And there's a chance for Nash. Nope, that's Cadle, as he dumps it. A lot of body checks here on this Providence team. Oh, there's a chance here, as, oh, God, I thought that Hewitt collected that. That one just, again, bouncing puck. Just wide of the net, might have been deflected. Here's another 2-on-1 opportunity. Goal out, reads it the other way this time. He read the impending shot from the winger who did get that pass and was there to angle that shot, so feel good. He's got to feel good about that one. 2:42. Tick-tock in the second period, down 4-1, and nicely sticked into the corner, give our guys a chance to collect that puck and get a breakout, or at least get it out of the zone as they hit the blue. Oh, deflected puck, bounced a couple times, thankfully not in the back of the net, as that clearing pass also collected at the blue. We're having a tough time getting out of our zone. There's another deflection shot right in the crease, but nicely, who did that? Henry Moen saw that puck and sent them to the length of the ice. I will gladly take that icing all day long. That puck was just sitting almost in the crease, and he wanted to make sure no one with a green jersey was able to get a puck on it. So good play by Henry Moen to have the situational awareness to get that thing out of there, as Shufflebine tying up his guy at the center face-off, or at the face-off, as Paulson pins his guy up. Grady tying his guy up. Grady's got to watch that hand, and Providence just pinning it up against the boards. Kind of Bush league. Oh, they come out with it, though. I guess that worked in their favor, as he almost thought about a wraparound. Feeds the blue instead. Blue, oh, God, goodness, Alex has got looking the other way, but thankfully no one there for Providence to gather that puck. Shovel bind with it. Oh, there's someone without a stick. There's a cross check. I hope that's green going off. It better be, because although we'll see. Paulson also sauntering towards that box area, so I'm guessing that'll be Paulson as our door opens. And in fact, Paulson without I don't know how you can cross check without a stick, but that's the call. So get another power play here for Providence. Hopefully we end this period with them having a man advantage. That'll mean they won't score and get them out of the box. Providence working their power plays. We haven't been able to do this all night. Headshot blocked nicely. Alex is shaking that one off, and thankfully that puck just drifted beyond the blue. Let's see if we can keep that puck out of our zone, and we do. Yeah, there was a high stick they missed. Eddie Watson and that's Emmett Miller. I saw the floor. Nice little poke check. Gets him off the puck. There's a one-timer blocked up also by Emmett. I think he just got enough of that winger's stick to prevent a nice shot on goal. And there's a one-timer, and the goal comes off. That was off the skate of Alex Gola. But that thing, you could hit that with a fly swatter, and that goal would come off its mooring. That's the fifth time a goal has come off. One time deliberate, or one time I would say was rational. Just under a minute to play. Another power play, another PK here for power play for Providence. PK for the Flyers as that puck is finally handled and gathered to the blue. Another fake shot here by Providence as they are setting up and trying to get a passing lane and a shooting lane. Anders trying to block a lane. Pewitt the same. And just beyond Anders, there's a one-timer. Looks like Snook got a stick on that one. That went deflecting in the back of the netting. Nice job. If they're going to get a shot off, you get your stick out there and see if you can deflect that high in the back of the netting, which is just what happened on that one. 33 seconds. I think the Flyers, in this case, need a resurface to regroup and see how they can come back. There's a nice little pickoff. Read all the way. It's just like a pick six in football. And there's Honors with a shot nicely on goal. Just gloved by the goaltender. So nice job, Honors. You got to skate to where the puck's going, and he did that. He saw where that was going, and he got a nice takeaway and ended up getting a nice shot on a 4-on-5. So nice job by Honors on that one. The goaltender barely got the glove on that one. Looked like he might have pulled a muscle reaching so far for that one. Providence trying to get one more. Good. One more attempt, and here's another turnover. And we got a 2-on-2. We got Nash. We got Pewitt. Nash circling the net. He's running out of time as that referee jumps out. Quick shot, Pewitt. Quick shot. Oh, just couldn't get it out. And that'll be it. We'll see you in the next period. Make sure, hopefully we go to separate locker rooms. There's been a little agitation. All right, get out of their end, Flyers. Go to your end. Go to your end. Nice job by Pewitt, hugging Alex Gola. He's made some nice saves. 19-14 is what the scoreboard shows for shots on net. So see what the coaches say. Regroup. We'll be without Milo, unfortunately. Another ridiculous penalty on Milo, in my opinion, as the ref goes to check and make sure the game sheet is accurate, making his notes. And maybe they should call maintenance, maybe do a little better job more on those goals. We'll see you. All right, I saw Coach Phil at the intermission and said, all right, let's come back. I did confirm we did come back and tie these guys last year. Same rink, same night, same turning. Let's see if we can do it again. Once again, we did identify the shorter of the two refs as one that, let's just say he doesn't give us a fair shake. He sees our logo and they shouldn't. They should have zero memories and just let them play, but they bring a bias which I can't stand to this game. But we'll see what we do. Down Milo, which is unfortunate, thanks to Shorty over there. And let's see if we can regroup, come out with some fire. Oh, flyer fire here. I'm sure Coach reminded them. We got probably 7-8 players, I think, are returning from last year at least. They remember that comeback, so hopefully he referenced that. You're never out of it. We get a quick goal in this game and get a little momentum. That'll do wonders for their confidence, and hopefully they make a couple game adjustments here after that break, and we get back in it as the puck drops here in the third and final period, down 4-1 to Providence. As Ash Satterdahl chases that one, goalie out of the net. Oh, but just trying to feed Pewitt, but that was deflected. Nash almost kicks that one to Pewitt as rink-wide pass gobbled up by Providence. They've got a chance, and that, oh boy, bouncing puck. Couple deflections. Alex Gola couldn't see where that puck was, and within 30 seconds, they extend their lead, and the ref wisely says, don't celebrate on the board. Yep, 5-1, classy. Yeah, they're going to get that from me. I had to say something. The ref said it too, so. Pretty far from any Providence fans, not like I care. But I don't know if you really want to celebrate when you go up 5-1. Tough. That's not the start I was asking for, but we'd like to play Sunday, which we did last year in this tournament, but we got to do a lot in this game to get back in it. As Thorpe battling a couple players, hands that out to Honors, far ice for Nash as he chips that up the boards, but good pressure by Providence, keeping that in the neutral zone as they cross the blue, and there's some vocal frustration from our fans, deservedly so. Should have been a penalty, and once again they swallowed their whistles. All right, that's going to get me fired up here. We got it on film, pal. All right. They don't listen to me. Who knows if they can? Well, they do. They do hear us. Trust me. Sometimes I'm loud. It's just going to get chippy. They don't call cheap penalties on them, and they call non-penalties on us. Here's a nice job by Moen centering that. There's a pass, and it dumps in. Nice job. Hitting the ice is our captain, Runman. Oh. I just got a note from my wife. Okay, well, we deserve to celebrate. Quick goal. Nice job on his knees. Runman dumps that puck. Nice job by Moen controlling that and centering that. And our cap did not miss that one. On his stomach, got the stick on it and poked that past the netminder. Now we back to a 3-goal deficit. So nice chip. We just need, there's Runman again. He's got Emmett with him. Eludes one player, but just got up in his skates as Teddy sells that down and center ice. Emmett trying to forecheck. And that puck is deflected by Providence. That comes off the boards. Moan quickly gets rid of that, chasing his runman, and that goes all the way. That won't be enough for an offside or ice. As Teddy Williams, oops, wrong sport, wrong player. Teddy Johnson comes in, and he's putting some nice pressure, centering pass, but that was just not seen. There's Emmett just couldn't quite see that puck. Beckett's got to hit the high gear, and he does, and he chips that puck into the corner before Providence is able to get a shot off of it. Paulson shoots that behind the net. Nice little lift of the stick by Beckett, and he hits the ice. Hopefully he's okay. And there's Runman, continue to battle. Got that last goal here. He shifts that up the ice, and that pinches through, and there's Emmett. We got a 2-on-3 here. Emmett, shot just deflected by the stick of the defender, does not go on goal. Paulson and Chase, now Speltz out there. That clearing pass gets over his stick, and the wing picks that up. He shoots it. A little collision. Surprised they didn't call a penalty on us when two of their guys collided. But they didn't, thankfully. Then you would have seen me yell. As Emmett near side with it, trying to figure out who he can get it to, and he takes a hit. And that is collected by Honors here near side. Nice job preventing that from going in our zone. There's a nice little poke check, cross check by Emmett. He's going to get at least two. There's a couple loud whistles, and they're going to have to break them up. 14 black, and it's Emmett. That might have been a little cross check. Yeah, I can't debate that, but there's some they didn't call on them. So familiar area for us. We will be a man down on the ice. And, Fish is getting pissed. I love it when he gets pissed. He does not get pissed much. Oh, a little wave of the hand, a little shake of the head. The portly man with stripes is not having any of it. And there's another PK here for the Flyers. As Providence puts a shot on net, seen all the way by Alex Groa. Anders scoops this up. This should be a clear, and it is. Oops. Knocked down by Paulson, even better, because now he controls the puck. Just dumped in, and that goes behind the net. Anders, we weren't quite in position. That went right to their blue line. There's a shot nicely deflected by Anders. Couldn't quite track where that went, but he did a nice job blocking it. And Speltz finishes that puck over the line, and Providence will have to regroup as that skims their one guy, and he checks on side, maybe. As Providence sets up here with a minute 14, that was deflected off Anders' skate. That prevented a centering pass. There's a nice little C&I shot by Speltz as he threads that between the two defenders and clears that puck the length of the ice. Providence just with a minute left on their man advantage. Nice little poke check by Paulson. Then he gives him a little shove. I love it. Now the poke check, and then you got to do a little more insult to injury. I love it. Paulson plays with a lot of passion, and you see that in his aggressiveness. There's a nice hit by Cato, pins his guy up. You might think about that tomorrow morning. There's a centering pass shot. Gola gobbles it up. Loose puck. Still loose. Thought he had it there, but Paulson and Anders did a nice job. There's a slapper that goes. Wait, oh my God, it broke the camera. Ha! That went literally over the netting behind the net that was deflected and literally broke a camera. Hopefully that wasn't the Wi-Fi. Is that a camera? I just said I hope it wasn't the Wi-Fi. Danny Hendrickson made a nice analogy to the natural when Robert Redford hit a ball so high, baseball analogy, that broke the lights. And there's a one-timer, not quite as high in the back of the netting, actually caught by the back of the netting behind the goal. 15 seconds. Other defensive draw for the Flyers as we get Mullen back and the ice. Grady Pewitt taking the draw with Cadle and Thorpe. And another bouncing puck right in the skates of the referee. Pewitt still battling. Just got a few seconds till we get Emmett back out there. That is kicked behind the board. Mullen gets that one, centering pass, but the goalie slaps his stick, alerting his team that we are now full strength. One-timer chance, but he just eats it. There's a shot. Ooh, high shot. Nice blocker save by Alex Gola as he saw that all the way. And there's a pass by Providence that went through everyone. The goalie comes out to greet that as just 9 minutes to play here, down 3. Hey, we've seen miracles before. Pewitt shoves his guy into the goal. I'm surprised that didn't come off its mooring. As nice job by Caden Thorpe pinching his guy so he couldn't get a shot. Even better job by Pewitt. Once again, skating to where the puck is going. He takes a pinch and a big hit. No arms in the air. He's going to have to gather his stick as a heavy hit pursues. Trying to figure, little vengeance shot, and Pewitt's going to serve 2 for that one. That was right in front of the ref. And I think that was their stick, actually. And a little roughing on Pewitt. That'll fill our box. Box guy very busy over there. As a 2-minute roughing goes on the board. I don't know what the number of minutes of 5-on-5 hockey are, but I would say there's more 5-on-4 in favor of Providence in this game. And we've had 5 skaters out there, so another PK that just ended. Now we got to try and force another penalty kill. As Providence gains it through the neutral zone with not much speed, nicely broken up by Speltz, and then he knocks his guy over. He's got one guy to beat. He's got Nash coming. Oh! I got to say, their D did a good job interfering with Nash to get to that puck. Otherwise, he would have had a wide open goal to shoot at. But nice job by Speltz creating that opportunity. And no one but Flyers. Beckett Snook gets that one. And we are doing a decent job on the PK here. One scoring opportunity. And they really haven't had much on this as Snook circles. We got pressure on both sides. They finally feed the blue. They've been shooting a lot from the blue. That one might have gone off Gola's stick. But that hits to the corner. And Teddy, now it's a race. That's Speltz, rather. Bouncing puck. Speltz, oh, nice job by Providence. I got to give him kudos. They left to the stick, but Speltz draws the penalty, and they're going to go in the box. That'll even up things at 4-on-4. As soon as our penalty expires, we'll have a minute 21. As nice job by Speltz forcing that, drawing that penalty on Providence. So that's what a playmaker does. They draw penalties, right? They're that's what we do. Unfortunately, we don't do enough of that because the refs usually don't call those. But thankfully, they actually saw that one. And Providence, 4-on-4, nice job by Henry Moen, just tangling up that guy. So he took him out the puck. There's Emmett out of the box. Emmett trying to stick handle for a couple players. He gets shoved into the boards. There's a cross check. Payback's a bitch, and we're going to send Gola to the box, and that'll give us an advantage. There's some broken lumber. They finally touch it. We are now going to have, well, they got 11 seconds left on their penalty. Sorry, 11, yeah. So in 11 seconds, we will have a 5-on-3. Right now, it's a 4-on-3. So that'll give us a good minute 22. My math serves me correct. After we clear our box, I love seeing, zoom in on that one. 2 guys in green. I don't want to miss the action here. So we'll look for us to get full strength. That, no harm, no foul. They clear that puck, but that's going to give us a chance with another skater, which is Pewitt coming out of the box, but that was deflected into our bench. Sorry, I didn't see where that bouncing puck. Max Rasmussen using his goaltending skills from the bench, but didn't have his glove on. Pretty sure he would have gloved that one. Still looking for it. So we'll get a fresh puck. And now we will have a 5-on-3 for a minute 15. We got to get one or two and then get ourselves back in the game here with under 7 to play. Just a little under half. Providence, nice job out the faceoff. We got to get early control here. We got 2 extra skaters. Honors releases to Runman. Runman, one of the goals tonight, as he skates up near side boards. He's trying to find someone else who's going to maybe get a rebound, but no one was there. As he flips it, the Spelt's taking the blue. Back to Runny. Runny circles, trying to find an open lane. Honors now skates it in. Back to Runny, one-timer. Oh, there's a chance! Oh, he just couldn't get enough wood on it. Great opportunity, just sitting in the crease. I think their D actually got a little bit of Cato's stick. Otherwise, he would have had a nice one. One-timer attempt. There's another attempt by, oh my goodness! I think he got the blocker. That was the slash by the goalie, by the way. Slash Cato in front of the net. Obviously, the refs didn't see that one. As we set up, Runman again, trying to make things happen. Nice diving block by Providence. And that's skipping sauce pass just enough. And another skipping bouncing puck as Providence acts like they just won the Stanley Cup as they're trying to kill this penalty with a 3-goal lead with just almost 5 to play. Runman. We tips it over to Honors. Honors, far side, picked off. Uh-oh. There's trouble. It's going to be a race. We got 3-on-1, and nice job. Nice poke check by Alex Gola preventing that speedy skater from getting something on that play as a little collision ensues, but Pewitt comes up with a puck. There's a kid racing from behind, but Pewitt shrugs him off like a fly. Caden Thorpe with a shot, gloved by excuse me, one of the Providence players, as this puck is now handled by Providence, who is now full strength. So they beat, once again, we didn't take advantage of that 5-on-3 or 5-on-4. Not that we didn't have some chances, as that puck finally eludes and gets on the tape of Hench, and almost a little bit of a hook there, but nothing called. Hench trying to keep it in, and he does. As they go far side, make nice pass by Providence, as now they enter the zone, but he's got a 1-on-3, and that's not going to work in his favor. As nice check by Caden Thorpe. Now Nash with it. Oh, come on! You hit him right in the damn face. God, these refs suck. All right. Back to Caden Thorpe. Shoots it. Oh! Did that 5-hole go in? Sorry, missed that one. So a 5-holer off the tape of Caden Thorpe from the blue goes in. So we do get one. We put it back to 5-3 now. Sorry, Caden, but I did see it. But Caden just shot from the blue. There's a screen and just 5-holed him. Okay, just imagine it. Blue line. And right from here, right there. All right. I don't miss too many, but I was a little fired up about the lack of a penalty called. And timeout taken by Providence. Ooh, it's 5-3, guys. 3:38 left. That might have been our timeout, too. Who knows? 24 shots for Providence with 5 on the board. 20 for us with 3 on the board. 3:38 to play. We're going to see Alex Gola go to the net probably pretty quickly. I've talked to Coach Fish about that. He's a big believer in it. So I don't blame him. When you're down 2, you got nothing to lose. So see if we can get that extra skater out, keep our guys out of the box, and try and get a quick one and do like we did last year. I'm sure that's maybe a discussion point over at Providence saying, hey guys, they came back and tied you last year. Don't count us out yet. Maybe the breaking of that camera was our lucky charm. Cato with a nice face-off when he enters his zone with speed. And here's an opportunity in front of the net. Oh, God, almost. That slid through the crease, but once again, didn't have anyone there. Nice pinch by Henry Moen, keeping that puck in. We do have 6 skaters, as I called, on the ice. So we do have Gola on the bench, so we got to do our best to keep this in their zone as they loft a shot. That'll be wide, that'll be icing, that'll give another offensive draw with an extra skater for the Flyers with 3:08 to play, down 2. The ice gives us the opportunity to keep Alex on the bench and our 6th skater out there. We'll float one guy. Oh, he didn't like the late substitution. Whatever, dick. Sorry, was that all out? I mean, I'm sure he would have let Providence do it, but Providence trying to chip it maybe the length of the ice. They hit center ice. Nicely kicked by Moen as that squirts in off the stick of Pewitt as we try and regain this. And Satterdahl's got near side boards. He's got control of it. Trying to find a guy in front of the net. Providence faking a knee drop. Ooh, nice poke check. And that goes the length of the ice. This is going to be a race to the puck, but Moen is going to win that all night. He hit the afterburners on that as that bouncing puck finally settled down by Speltz. He just dumps it in. 2:25, but that was not past the Reds. We're going to have to get Gola back in the net here because now we have a defensive draw. You don't want to have the goalie pulled on a face-off because they could get a quick draw and just poke it in the net. So we'll have to gain control again and then watch Alex Gola race to the net and get that 6th player out. We've had a couple in that crease. We just haven't had guys. Oh, nice high blocker save. Puck bouncing. Nicely seen by Caden Thorpe as he clears the crease before any damage occurs. There's a centering pass. Nicely tied up by Pewitt. Okay, Speltz with the puck. Alex Gola racing to the bench as Speltz putting some good low pressure on. Just got to dig that puck out of there. Pewitt comes in. And puck, okay, this is just a little delayed tactic, which I hate, but it's part of the game. And finally got out by Cadle. Cadle sends it deep butt off the stick of Providence, and they miss the net. That'll get another offensive draw. 1:45 now, as you can probably see. So it will take a little bit more of a miracle than we had last year, but we've had our chances. Pucks in the creases. We just need bodies to bury those. They've done a good job tying up our sticks and make sure we can't get to those rebounds, but this goalie will give up rebounds. I've seen that all night. Quick pass. Let's get a quick shot. Thorpe. Oh, racing puck. Oh, shocker. Net comes off. And we got a Providence player on the back of Runny. No whistles, no arms in the air. Runny reaffixes his helmet, which must have come off in the collision or cross-check or whatever that was. See if Speltz can get a nice draw like Eriksson Ek. And he does. Anders with a quick shot. That was deflected off Providence. As nice, beautiful job there. Keeping that puck in was Caden Thorpe. And centering pass. There's a rebound. We knock over a guy. We're going to have to regroup as that crossed the blue. Thorpe sends that rink wide. Speltz tips that in as Providence wraps that around the boards. It's near side wing. This will be another race, but no threat as Caden was hanging back for that one. And that's off the tape of Pewitt as he sends that in. Cadle and Chase. Clearing attempt successful as they dump that. That was deflected. No ice, just under a minute to play here. As no call on that one. Oh, they missed the net. Pull your head out! Yeah, they didn't call that. Thorpe, dangerous play by Providence. Of course, the refs didn't. Yeah, I'm not the only one pissed off at that one. Didn't see, but there's another ice, another broken stick. $900 worth of lumber on there, but yeah, another no call by these refs. Very dangerous play against Caden Thorpe, but no one in green going in the box for that. I know somebody with the last name Thorpe is upset and should be. Other bogus non-call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good, guys. Oh, are you going to let us have 6 out there? Yes. As Anders. Good thing we don't see these guys again. As Pewitt, 20 seconds, feeds to Cadle. Be nice to just get one more on these chumps. As centering pass, but picked off by Providence. As we had some good scoring chances, just under 10 to play. There's a kid. Now it's getting a little feisty. There's a kid wincing in pain. Goaltender. Brady Paulson being escorted. Didn't see that one. I was watching the puck. Yeah, we're cheering because these refs suck. And that was just a little retribution on a kid who took out Thorpe. That's just sorry. I think it's just part of the game. You have a cheap hit, you're going to get hit. Sorry, I'm sure there's some parents, grandparents that don't agree, but don't like to see a guy get hurt. But this kid nearly really hurt Caden, who I hope is okay. And, sometimes you got to make your point that you can't go and target our players. So I didn't see how egregious Brady's was, but honestly, I don't care. These refs just don't know how to control a game. Now Providence is chatting. There's 7.5 seconds left. It's a tournament. What are they trying to kick them out for the tournament? This is just stupid. So, I mean, there's no district implications. So, and they're going to put their asshole their player in the bench. All right, well, that's a good discussion then. So, see, he deserved it. Amazing. With 7 seconds left, they actually call a penalty on Providence. Shocking. And now we'll get our 6th player out. That'll be Hench. We got to get 2 goals in 7 seconds. Not quite sure that's possible, but maybe we just get a quickie. Saturnallen on the draw. If they ever drop the puck. And 5 seconds. They're going to clear it, dump it. That goes high in the air. That is off the mark. And they're going to just call it. And tough loss for the Flyers. Referees, once again, factoring into this game in a negative fashion. So let's see if we can regroup. We got 2 tomorrow. And hopefully come out flying. Use this as some angst to get fired up and see if we can come back and win a couple games tomorrow. We'll see you.